Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game here. 120 versus Moon, this game taking place here on Amazonia. 120 spawning as the blue undead player under the name Orange, if that confuses you. It confuses me. Just know it's 120 as the blue undead going up against Moon as the yellow night elf. Night Elf versus Undead in a 1v1 matchup should be a great show cup game for you, as I'm expecting to see Keeper of the Grove and early archers, but Demon Hunter has made a little bit of a comeback as of late. We'll see what translates and what type of strategies are going to be coming about. We also know that this is a show cups. So sometimes we'll see players purposely play, non-meta strategies, or agree to non-meta strategies at the very start, and we'll see what type of strategies can come about here. All right, waiting for that Ziggurat to be done. It is going to be Death Knight going up against a Demon Hunter. No big surprises. Demon Hunter is still a very, very powerful hero to try and clear out these relatively early, wide creep camps. Having access to immolation to get easy level 2, incredibly important, as we see this Ancient of War right here, about to take some damage because an Acolyte is going to try and purposely aggro up some creeps. All right, here we go. There's some damage as we see the Acolyte now purposely backing away here. Archer, it now needs to stand across, perhaps off over here. There is a lightning shield on the Archer here. The Archer could lightning shield and then stand in this position, get in some damage across all of these units here, as the Ancient of War now purposely trying to back away again. Are we going to see some extra damage onto that Rogue? Rogue going to end up getting taken out. Archer no longer can stand next to the Rogue. He'll actually be able to finish it off, as this Ancient of War extremely low on hit points, but playing on a razor's edge. Very nicely done, as the Ancient of War holds steady at, wow, holding steady at 80 hit points. Awfully dangerously low, but still now recovering. Back off to the north, more lightning shield shenanigans by the undead. You'd think after so many years of the computer casting lightning shield, only to see that getting applied back to them, well, they would learn. Anyways, I guess the AI here in WarCraft 3 doesn't translate over from game to game. Coming back around, Rogue gonna get taken down. Death Knight sitting at level 2 does pick up Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3, does also have Gloves of Haste, so some decent items here abound, as the Demon Hunter, well, could have run in and engaged and then turned on that immolation that could have, well, caused much damage across all of these ghouls off to the side. Now, 120, what is he hoping to do here? Are we going to see a mana burn? Trying to run ahead here. Death Knight going to try and sneak on across here. And now we are going to get a surround. There is a mana burn. There is immolation trying to break free from this position here. Are we going to see a death coil? Yes, we are. Onto that low hit point ghoul, trying to break free from that spot. And there's a mana burn. Scroll of Town Portal didn't even bother turning off the immolation. And wow, that ghoul could have gotten taken down. We did see the ritual dagger being used to get the heal for a split second. That gave the ghoul enough hit points to not get taken out by the Demon Hunter's immolation, as he didn't turn it off at the start of the battle. All right, finishing off that Acolyte here, going now after the Sasquatch. Are we going to see him turn on immolation? No, we are not. He's going to be forced to back away. All of these archers perhaps going to try and clear out different creep camps, as the tech to tier 2 has been started. 120's tech to tier 2 actually a little bit faster than Moon's. Moon in a little bit of trouble. He was forced to use that Scroll of Town Portal earlier, but at the same time, the Death Knight doesn't have that much mana. All right, we're going to come back across here. There's immolation trying to rack up a little bit more damage here, trying to go after some of those units. Archers, perhaps they're going to be able to pelt down some of those ghouls, as well as the Death Knight. Well, tries to go after this low hit point ghoul. It does have boots of speed, should be able to outslash, takes down one, perhaps going to try and finish off another here as well. Meanwhile, Death Knight does not have Dust of Appearance, not going to be able to find all of those archers, and with a second Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3, not going to be easily, or not going to be afraid of that Demon Hunter that much, already sitting at 1,000 hit points at level 2. All right, +8 additional strength for that Death Knight, 200 additional hit points, plus an additional 8 damage. Death Knight, well, just heading back home here, perhaps going to grab a Lich, get a Slaughterhouse, and a tech to tier 3. All of those 3 things, well, undead players want to do, but instead of going for Lich, grabbing the Naga Sea Witch to be faster out of the gate here as the Demon Hunter gets up to level 3 and now trying to get some mana burns off on that Naga Sea Witch there. Meanwhile, Ghouls coming back around, perhaps trying to clean up some of those archers. There's Naga Sea Witch as well, so both sides going for an early Naga Sea Witch to try and tip the middle game in favor for them as we see a Ghoul getting taken down. There goes a little bit more Cold Arrows. Cold Arrows coupled with Demon Hunter Boots of Speed means, well, Ghouls are not going to be able to get away easily. 1 or 3 more slices should be enough. 1 more slice might be enough there, and he does get the slice off before 120's Naga Sea Witch able to apply that cold debuff as well. Meanwhile, Moon's Naga Sea Witch down to 76 hit points, could be down to dead here as the Death Knight trying to get in position. Skeletal minions are the ones able to get in that damage as the Death Knight does launch that Death Coil to finish off that level 1 Naga Sea Witch. All right, no Dust of Appearance. There's a reveal instead, and we're looking at some damage already getting racked up. Demon Hunter coming back across, perhaps going to try to get some body blocking onto this Archer here. Archer down to 44 hit points. Looks like it will be able to turn around, drink from those Moonwells, and, well, reinforce. Naga Sea Witch resurrects very fast at level 1, so the Death Knight doesn't want to stick around and see a full hit point Naga Sea Witch, 100 mana Naga Sea Witch will turn the tide of that battle. Tech to tier 3, well, 3/4 of the way done. We should see a Lich, Slaughterhouse, perhaps Orb of Corruption all getting trained up, and that's what 120 is looking to do. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter wants to get some more mana burns off on that Naga Sea Witch, just a minute minimize the amount of damage and there, as we are looking at a little bit of immolation and perhaps 1 more mana burn for good measure, now down to 69 mana as the Demon Hunter is planning to retreat back, down to 331 hit points, able to hold on to this here and perhaps come back around. Are we going to see 1 more last-ditch mana burn as the Naga Sea Witch gets into a little bit of protection area? Death Coil Frost, a Death Coil Cold Arrow as the Demon Hunter now looks to, well, teleport away. All right, Skeletal Minion going to see that Staff of Teleportation going all the way home. Ancient of War now absorbing damage for this Rock Golem creep camp as we are looking at, well, Ancient of Lores getting up those Druids of the Claws, Adept training with Mastery training to follow. All right, some easy remaining kills here. Demon Hunter picking up a Scroll of the Beast, not necessarily the item he was looking for, especially with bears already, with Druid of the Claw bears already being trained. Could easily drop those, sell that Scroll of the Beast here, perhaps try and train up another bear as we're going after some of these units here. Naga Sea Witch, well, I'm going to pick it up now. Unit's going to go ahead and retreat back as the Death Knight Naga Sea Witch here does have Gloves of Haste as well. Lich already trained, waiting for that Orb of Corruption. Just needs a little bit more gold, and then we'll be joining in on the battlefield as well. All right, we're getting a little bit of break in the fighting between the two sides here. Demon Hunter going to finish off another javelin throwing guy, but doesn't pick up the Tome of Strength +2. Moon perhaps forgetting about it. That translates to additional 50 hit points, and that Demon Hunter does need those hit points as he's been the focus of a large amount of damage. Meanwhile, off to the north here, Death Knight sitting at 1,200 hit points still, and with additional armor to boot as well, could be, well, quite strong. Naga Sea Witch, the one with the potion of greater healing, as the Death Knight is not able to heal that Naga Sea Witch with that Death Coil. Both sides fighting their way through here. Yellow, or well, both sides, well, picking apart of this creep camp. Mana burn onto the Death Knight. A little bit more damage coming back across. Lich does have level 2 now. Could go for Frost Armor or Dark Ritual. Haven't seen any a true indication of what's going on here, as the Death Knight, well, wants to position itself in this location, knows that the Night Elf army already coming across with those sentry wards, and now looking to perhaps try and retreat back. All right, Demon Hunter testing the water is going to lead on in. There's another mana burn followed by a Frost Nova as the Demon Hunter tries to retreat away, taking quite a bit of damage as the ghouls are really just zoning the Demon Hunter out. Staff of Preservation is going to, well, bring the Demon Hunter back home. There's a rejuvenation. He's going to try and, well, try and run back off to the north and stop 120 from clearing out of this red creep camp and getting too much of a hero level and item level advantage. Meanwhile, a little bit of damage coming back across here. Both sides, Naga Sea Witch, Mana Burn, Frost Nova, Ghouls with their Frenzy able to constantly cause problems as the Demon Hunter is going to get 4 units surrounded. Staff of Teleportation, Death Coil, and Forked Lightning finishes off the Demon Hunter. Beautiful, beautiful use of these 4 ghouls with Unholy Aura and that Frenzy with Cold Arrow to support to prevent that Demon Hunter from able to easily escape. Just a hats off, top-notch play. Ring of Superiority getting transferred over to the Lich, or the or is it picked up by the... No, Ring of Superiority. There it is. I was looking for the Magi item for a second. So yeah, Ring of Superiority only is 1 stat for +1 to every single stat, half of Circlet of Nobility. I believe the Demon Hunter, well, Staff of Preservation to back home, that Ring of the Archmagi. All right, +3 to every single stat. So yep, Demon Hunter looking strong there. That Tome of Strength, extra 50 additional hit points may have been the difference between that Demon Hunter being dead or alive there, as we are looking at a Mana Burn, Druid of the Claw trying to retreat back away, down to 45 hit points. Fork Lightning doesn't break that way, as we are going to be seeing another Staff of Preservation. So great saves by Moon so far. Demon Hunter does have Orb of Venom, able to rack up a little bit of damage onto those destroyers off to the north, as we're looking at the Druid of the Claw just trying to stay alive, and it does not look good. All right, up against the ropes, Moon trying to hope that his home field advantage gives him enough of an advantage here, as we're looking at, well, what happened to the Druids of the Claw? Did they end up falling? It looks like they did. And now Death Knight is at 4, Naga Sea Witch is at 3, Lich is at 2, and with those Druids of the Claw getting taken out and now being forced to, well, just dance back a little bit more back and forth. All right, Druid of the Claw could try and dive on in. Obsidian statues just in the wrong spots still. Destroyers trying to perhaps find those Druids of the Claw, get in some Devour magic on any rejuvenations or wars, as the Demon Hunter uses a potion of invulnerability and now also a potion of healing. Naga Sea Witch in a little bit of trouble, trying to retreat back away. Orb of Venom taking or dealing quite a bit of damage as the Destroyers, well, try to punish that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter down to 45 hit points. Going to go ahead and retreat back home. Naga Sea Witch gets up to level 3, but still not enough here, as we see another Druid of the Claw taken out. All right. All that is left now are pretty much Crypt Fiends versus Dryads. There are Destroyers up in the air, Obsidian statues providing support for all of these undead heroes, as the Death Knight stays at level 4. Lich getting very close to level 3. Level 2 Frost Nova would pretty much be the final nail to push things over the edge here, as the Altar of Elders quickly taken down. Triple Destroyers in the air trying to devour the magic from that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is constantly low on hit points. Another Staff of Preservation save for the Dryad here, as a low hit point Ghoul finally taken out. Crypt Fiends with constant poking, able to do what is necessary, as Druids of the Claw slowly getting trained back up here on the battlefield. 58 supply compared to 51. 120 has the much larger army, but reinforcements are coming in slower since we are fighting in Moon's base, and it is currently nightfall still. These moon wells are bone dry, but it is still filling up slowly, giving a little bit of a home field advantage as we see another Druid of the Claw finally taken down. Mana burn, not enough to shut down one of those death coils, as the Death Knight still has a scroll of healing, and we're still seeing more, Druids of the Claw getting cleaned up by these destroyers. More Crypt Fiends getting added in once more. Crypt Fiends could easily burst down those Dryads here, trying to finish off another Demon Hunter and able to take away the rejuvenation again. That Devour magic up from the destroyers is keeping this Demon Hunter from getting back up into a healthy hit point state, and with that, forced constantly to be on the run. All right, Druids of the Claw trying to go after, or Destroyer trying to go after the Druids of the Claw again. He's down to 132 hit points. It looks like he'll be able to back away. There's another Staff of Preservation ready to dive on in against all of these units as the Moonwells are slowly getting removed from the fight. Moon about to throw in the towel, I believe. This Demon Hunter trying to Staff of Teleportation, try to get, reconnected with the rest of his team, unable to do so. And 120 with the decisive victory. Looking at the hero score and the amount of experience gained, 120 having a third hero get up to level 3 over Moon's 2 heroes, and that Frost Nova just really making a large difference there. Let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below.